Yo guys, Jarek the Game and Dragon here, doing some more Dirt 3 gameplay. This time we're going to be doing some head-to-head in Monaco. And this is one of those races where it just shows off how good Dirt 3 really looks. It's a night race. You can see the your lights reflecting off of the turns and everything. Your lights, the lighting in this game is one of those things that really does look absolutely great. The way it's not just the lights themselves, but it's the way the lights react off of things is really what looks good. Some things react like if you shine your headlights at, say, another window of a car, that will look different and shine differently than the metal of the car. I mean, it looks very, very good and very realistic. It doesn't look gimmicky. Like, the particle effects don't look fake. Like, the dust cloud behind the car looks... That's how a dust cloud behind the car would really look. It doesn't look just like a kind of a gimmicky thing they threw in that... Like, say, for instance, in Halo 3 when you blow up a Scarab, that white flash... Not exactly realistic. It's cool, but it's kind of a gimmick to the graphics to try to make it almost look a little bit better. And I'm not hating on it for that, but there's nothing in Dirt 3 that really yells gimmicky at you. And another good example of what really looks good is like the lens flare off the brake lights that kind of shines up in the behind the car mode. It just looks very, very good at night. So I know I always praise Dirt 3 when it comes to graphics. In my opinion, it's the best looking game graphically, and in terms of racing games. But it just looks very good, and this race really shows it. And we're coming up to the end of the round here, and I came in first place for this one, beat him out by quite a few seconds, was quite a bit ahead of him. And this is going to be a 3-round race. And let's go to the next one. The next one I'm going to use a cockpit view, and this one's in the middle of the day. If you don't know what head-to-head is, for me, the hardest thing to do. The reason it's so hard is because the course is so narrow. You have no space to turn. I flat track all over courses. I drift a lot. And you really don't have that luxury here. So I have to go a lot slower than I'm used to because the turning, you have to turn a lot differently. It doesn't favor my turning style. This is the only turn where I can really show, you know, what I like to do is just drift around and floor it. And yeah, it's so hard for me to race on this narrow of a course with the way I normally race in this game. But yeah, what head-to-head is basically they have one course, but you each start on 2 different parts of the course, and whoever finishes one lap first wins. And it's almost like you're chasing each other. As you can see, the guy to the right, that's where I started, and I'm now where he started. So it's whoever finishes one lap first wins, and then there are 3 rounds, and if you win all 3 rounds, you win everything. It's almost like in the monster truck circuit, how like the simple oval shape where they have 2 different stacks of cars. One starts at one stack of car on the other side of the oval. The other one starts on the second stack of cars on the other side of the oval, and then they kind of chase each other around. And whoever finishes goes over the cars. I think it's 3 times first with the faster time wins. By going around, you can't cheat and cut it short or anything like that. So that's what head-to-head is like, and it's pretty fun overall in general. Anyway, I just finished the second round, came in first place, beat the guy I was facing, so it looks like I'm going to be going to the final round. And let's go ahead and go there. And this one is once again at night, and I'm using the on-hood angle. And this is another thing graphically you can really see. Look how the lights reflect off of things, and look how the reflection on the hood looks. The reflections, like all the minor details, is really what makes this game look good. Like, the reflections off of the hood aren't just stage reflections. Like, in a lot of first-person shooters, for instance, when you're holding a sniper rifle or something with a scope, that reflection in the scope isn't actually your real-world reflections. It's just something that's, like, pasted on there. Like, you could be in the middle of a forest and you'll see the reflection of a window in the scope. Obviously, there's no window in the middle of the forest, unless some bums built a shack in the middle of nowhere, which I highly doubt. It's, yeah, a lot of games will get away with doing the fake reflections, but in Dirt 3 they actually have the real reflections. As you can see, what I'm driving by is what's actually reflecting off of the hood. I don't know if it does this on the 360 version. I'm playing this on PC with a kind of overdone computer. I have my own custom build computer. I couldn't live without this thing. I'm primarily a PC gamer, and I use my 360 controller for racing in this. But I don't know if they don't have these minor things in the 360, because it kind of takes out some of the requirements. It actually adds up and does take a toll on the hardware. So it's a lot of small stuff, but it looks very, very good. Overall, the finished product is very good. As I'm coming up to the end of the race here, and Looks like I won. Yay, I got first place. So that's the third round out of 3. I won by a decent amount. 1 second alone is a lot. So, looks like I came in first place. It's going to be the end of the video, and I'll see all you guys later.